want this. Check 26, check 26.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Choose the mic. Explain. My team. Hey, watch it, watch it. Switch. Hustle.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they bring him to midfield. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Jones, 51 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 31. Slam.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
58, come on.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
58, come on. Too little, Big Ed. Patch it. Shoot, watch the shoot. 36. Watch safety creeping. Squeeze. Spawn.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
51's the mic. 51's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hayward. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Jackson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive. That's a tone setter. Jackson now. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, Brissett. He's got Adams on the hookup. Second catch in this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Check 83, ball's going to 83. Watch the eye.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Check 24, check 24. Kill. Kill!
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Here we go! Time to end it! Double time! 3 down!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Alert 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check nickel. Check 9. Check 52.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the... He is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Running right, Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set, ready. Get the flag. 3. Man, I got you.
On third down, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Fletcher Cox. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch out. Watch out. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, let's go. Ship.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson completes it to Davis. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. It's Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Check. Fresno. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now Jackson on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Hey, alert 3. Switch.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Hey, pick it up. Take it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts' 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get it. 58 the mark. 58 the mark. Hey, watch the slam. Watch the slam. Watch the slam. Watch the slam. Check 3. Slam.
Jackson operating from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Davis there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking deep for Adams. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
Brissett sets to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
0-0, Mike, come on. Come on, come on, Mike 3, Mike 3.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers or counters.
And it's a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
On first down, Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to
because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now Jones, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game. And
we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Ravens take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be, come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Take four. Joker.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and an alley to run. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 22. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. Stop just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 6 yards. Let's go. 81. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This is Jones.
You ain't going nowhere.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Here's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They run with Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Jones, 41 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check. Check out.
Here's Jackson on 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right.
On 1st down, Jackson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Jackson going to throw again. It's caught by Davis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey. You got 3. Three down. Slip.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 17-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down. Today's final score.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.